story I'm going to be going over today, we're going to be talking about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. All right, about him shooting her in the foot. All right, now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because he's a rich guy. A lot of you guys think I'm poor, women are treating me like this, I don't have money. He's rich, he has money, he has fame, he has popularity, and he has thousands of women to choose from. But he still allowed a woman to make him mad enough to ruin his career in one night. One night. He allowed a woman to get underneath his skin, regardless of what was going on, regardless of what happened. He should have never did it. Because he has a lot of things in life that you guys right now think that if you had it, your life would be a lot better. No. You could become a millionaire tomorrow. If you beta, you still beta. You will still get played by a woman if your actions are wrong. You have to understand, men are alpha in behavior, not what you can tell somebody, not what you can show somebody. That's why I tell a lot of you guys, if you go to the gym, you stay in the gym for about 45 minutes to an hour. Don't fall in love with everybody in the gym, because a lot of people in there are going to look good, but they're still going to have a lot of insecurity. You got to be able to be a well-rounded person. You can't have a good body and not money. You can't have the money and not a good body. Something's going to be thrown off. You got to learn to be confident as a person, because if you strive to be perfect, you'll still ignore your insecurities. All right? You have to understand that. Getting control over your insecurities and taking them and transitioning them into confidence is the main thing. I've told people, you need to look in the mirror and tell yourself all your flaws that you don't like about yourself, right? And then I want you to go around and tell 10 random people all your flaws. Just get used to doing it. Because when you learn to accept all your flaws that you have as a person, that's when you become stronger as a person. But if you think you can buy your confidence, you can get the money and be happy, you can get the body and be happy, or you can get the woman and be happy, you're just headed down that road of depression. And that's what happened with Tory Lanez. Let's get to it, what we know so far. All right? An argument involving Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion last weekend resulted in the rappers behind bars after police arrested him and found the gun in his car and later hospitalized for reports. Said Lanez allegedly shot her. All right? They got pulled over. She had to go to the hospital. She later said, Tory Lanez shot me. It was in the foot. All right? She said Tory Lanez shot her. Earlier that night, her and Tory Lanez and Kylie Jenner were partying it up.
We had to come kill the streets.
All right, I got to skip through it. Everybody already know copyrights, how copyrights work. So I'm going to go like this. And then boom, 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 boom. And there's Tory Lanez. All right, this is that night. That night, he's with her and they're partying with Kylie Jenner. This is all in the same night. And supposedly, him and Megan Thee Stallion was dating on the low. All right, that's what everyone is saying. That's what happened earlier that night. According to TMZ, all right, whose real name is Megan P., she claimed that she had cut her foot when she got pulled over by the police, but then she later detailed suffering multiple gun wounds, all right, that a crime had been committed to her and had physically harmed her. So we're going to go down. This is what she reported the next day after it happened. All right. It says the narrative that is being reported about Sunday morning events are inaccurate. And I would like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intentions to physically harm me. I just want Tory Lanez to know, whatever relationship that you had with her, she's going to bury that. This is how quickly a woman's going to change on you, right? Something happened. We don't know what happened. Everything is allegations. We don't know what happened. But as of right now, the way that she's wording everything to bury you. That's just what's going to happen, all right? What does it say? I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospitals where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. I'm incredibly thankful to be alive and that I am expected to recover. I am expected to make a full recovery. But it was important for me to clarify the details about the traumatic night. You got to realize, when women get ready to bury you, they're going to pull out big words. That's just what's going to happen, all right? I'm currently focused on my recovery so I can return back to my life and back to the music making as soon as possible, all right? Next, after there, right? Her friend, which is Casely Nicole, she was the other person in the car. It was Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, and this Nicole chick, all right? The Nicole chick, she tweeted the next day after, I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I wasn't the one with the gun and would never do something like that. However, I was present. Here go the thought busters right there. All right? So now you have to understand, both of them have already pretty much said that's the shooter. All right? What they're going to do with this guy, his career is going to end very fast. Very fast. When I tell you that Tory Lanez's career, let me go back up to where I had them at, right here. There they go together right there. When I tell you that his career is over overnight because he was thinking with his emotions. With his emotions. Off rip. You in the car with two thotties. Drunk. You have to understand her. When a woman show you who she really is, you have to accept that. You don't hang out with thotties and ride around and argue and think everything's cool. Thotties are for you to call over after 12 o'clock. It comes a certain time. You only supposed to chill with them for like an hour and you get rid of them. You're not supposed to be trying to hang and roll everywhere with thotties and make yourself look good. Now, granted, being that him and her were kind of dating before, I could understand the situation. But what I think that what's happening here is, based off of his emotions, I'm going to tell you what happened. He realized that they wasn't dating. That's what he realized. He realized that they wasn't dating and that both of them were just famous hanging out. This is why I don't mess with Hollywood. I've been around the Hollywood scene before. He thought they were really dating. And she reminded him that night, me and my girls, drop us off here. I guarantee you that's what she told him. Drop me and my girl off here. What are you about to do? He thinking he probably getting ready to take them back home and get a threesome going on. Then she reminded him, no, I'm doing me. Haven't you noticed all the guys that I flirted with online, I never slept with them? That's what happened. But he's the type of guy, he's rich, he's famous, and he's beta. So what did he do? He allowed the fame to go to his head to the point where he was expecting her to react the same way all the groupies do. And when she did the complete opposite, he couldn't control himself. Big shout outs to Red Singh. He's still back there. I thought he had left. He there. All right. So now we're going to go into why beta males ruin their career off of emotion. Red Singh, Big dog, how you feel about it?
All right, so basically, women love a man who is already disarmed. It's like a loaded gun. If that gun it doesn't have a magazine with bullets in it, she just loves playing with it. She just loves shooting it with no bullets. He is just a man that was disarmed already.
Tory, don't get my phone wet.
When you look at him, he has a smile on his face because all he's thinking about is banging these chicks. And that's the thing about it. I mean, yeah, look, I know it sucks, but delayed gratification is important because the more times than not, men are so warped with porn and fucking chicks all day, excuse my language, to the point where they don't know exactly what they're doing with themselves, and then they get involved with chicks that already know that this guy is already thirsty, that this guy has money, that this guy has whatever I want. So all I got to do is just show my body, and all I got to do is just tell him what he wants. And sometimes I'll give it to him, sometimes I won't, but more times than not, this guy was dangerous already because he's disarmed himself with these kinds of women.
Right, exactly. So he's addicted to that type of girl, and he's expecting the same results out of each one of them. But when you get to one like this, who's more masculine, I think that's where he went wrong at. It's his addiction to being blue pill. Yep. I agree with you, brother. Stay right back there. Brandon.